This was our other big story of the night. A charter plane returning to Denver with the family of the Boulder firebombing suspect. His ex-wife and their 5 children were almost deported today, according to their attorneys, after being released from immigration custody just 2 days ago. After a flurry of court filings and federal judge orders, that deportation got stopped, and now they are back in Colorado tonight. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez spoke to their attorney.
Yeah, Jenny, I just talked to the family's attorney who says they're just glad the family is back in Colorado. Meanwhile, Mohammed Solomon remains in custody facing federal and state charges for that anti-Semitic attack on Pearl Street Mall last year. His ex-wife and 5 children have maintained that they knew nothing about it before it happened, but they've been held in an immigration detention center in Texas since June while their immigration proceedings on expired visas continue until this week. Hayam El Gamal and her 5 children were in Denver this morning, ready to be fitted for their court-ordered ankle monitors. A judge approved their release from a Texas immigration detention center Thursday, and they got back into Colorado Saturday morning.
While the attorney was waiting, the family was arrested and taken away from a door that the attorney could not see. And we learned that they were en route in custody to the Denver airport.
The family's attorney, Neil Frenzen, says it was always their understanding that the family was to be released and not deported. He believes what happened Saturday morning was strategy.
This was planned. It was premeditated. And there's no, reason to believe that the government did not intentionally plan to do this on a Saturday as opposed to normal business hours when it's easier for us to get into courts.
The family made it as far as Michigan before a federal judge granted an emergency motion stopping the deportation. Frenzen says it's taken a toll on the family.
They have been punished now by being detained for just short of a year, approximately 10 months. And just to, reiterate the obvious, 2 of the youngest children's twins, when they were arrested last year, they were 4 years old. They've had their 5th birthday in an ICE detention center.
2 federal judges issued emergency orders today to stop the deportation, but Frenzen says when it comes to enforcing those orders, the courts have limits.
If the El Gamals refuse to comply with court orders, the federal government can separately prosecute and detain them for refusing to comply with court orders. Unfortunately, when the federal government doesn't comply with court orders, courts do not have a lot of remedies right now.
As for what happens next, Frenzen says nothing is guaranteed.
Someone made a decision not to comply with the court orders earlier today, and so certainly that could change.
And the family's attorney tells me they hope the government going forward will comply with the law and with court orders. They say the family needs peace and quiet while they try to recover from all that happened today. Colton Chavez, 9 News.